Part 7 of When a Broken Angel Was Forced to Marry a Merciless Mafia. Author point of view. You came back to your room and found taehyung asleep. He seemed uncomfortable with all lights on. Guilt filled you up as you intentionally came late. You switched off lights, leaving colorful ones on. You climbed over the bed and took your side. Jan, is this right? You whispered, talking with yourself. Jan, I shouldn't hide this from him. He is not using me. He loves me. What do I do? You harshly whipped away the tears from your face. Jan, get a grip, Jan. It's just a contract. Only I will be hurt at the end. Why would he love a broken girl like me? Taking your eyes off of his face, you closed them. You struggled for a few minutes, but couldn't get him out of your head. You were changing sides, but where was the sleep? Annoyingly, you opened your eyes and looked at his angelic face. Sean, whatever. Gulping down, you crawled to him and had you were getting used to of this. He moved a little and you even stopped breathing. Then you put his arm around your waist. Sean, good night, while drawing patterns on his chest. You didn't know when you were deep in slumber. When Taehyung woke up, you weren't in the room. He sent a maid to call you, but you didn't go. Before going to office, he found you in the lounge. He held you by your wrist. Then you were leaving after seeing him. Ta, why are you ignoring me, Jan? Jan, I am not. You tried to pull your arm, but he made you face him, holding your both shoulders. Ta, what's wrong? Jan, nothing. Ta, why you didn't come to room last night? I did. You were asleep. I was waiting for you, Jan. I never asked you to. He sighed. You had all the answers, but they lack emotions. Ta, please tell me, why are you being like this? What happened yesterday that changed you? He saw how your face changed color. Ta, what is it, Jan? Jan, just let go. He leaned to forehead, but you backed away. Ta, Jan, he was hurt. Jan, you don't need to put efforts when this is just a month contract. Your voice was high, and he was shocked at your outburst. Ta, Jan, what? You thought I will never know? Well, let's go to our room. He again held your hand as he didn't want his father to see you yelling. You yanked his touch, Jan. You hid it, but now I know. Ta, you know nothing. Your voice was getting louder. Jan, you are trying to use me for your Jan. This voice wasn't loud as it used to be in front of his enemies, but it was laced with warning that scared you. Ta, enough. Go to your room. We will talk later about this, he asked calmly while patting your cheek. Taehyung was in his office, but his mind was all over you. Ta, is that what Jimin was pouring in her mind? He was shocked and hurt because of your words. Ta, my needs. Seriously? His assistant stepped in when he threw away all the things from his table. Stila, sir, is everything alright? That was a new face. Ta, who are you, Stila? I'm Stila, your new assistant. What? Who hired you? Stila, your father. He, get out and never dare to come in without my permission. His mood was more ruined now. He had no freedom. His father wants reports of his every movement, so he changed his workers. Ta, looking at your picture, he couldn't wait any longer and called you. Your number was busy. He tried after a few minutes and it was again busy. What the? He was afraid that Jimin's sly tricks might take you far from him. You were sitting near pool with your feet in the water. While talking on phone, you were splashing water. Jan, I don't like all this. It doesn't feel good to lie. Taehyung will be angry when he will know that I went out with you. With pouty lips, you complained to Jimin on the phone. Jimin, what about his lies? Did he tell you about contract marriage? You bit your lips. Jimin, Yan, just stay away from him. Jin Haing is trying to get your passport without acknowledging uncle. It will take time. Then we will take you with us forever. You felt a weight at your heart. Yan, whatever you say, Jimin, but I don't want to leave Taehyung. Jimin, Yan. Taehyung parked his car and came out. He saw you, but you didn't notice him. He was astonished at your focus that you didn't even bother to turn. Anger against Jimin was building inside him. Yan, he called you a little louder. You flinched, and phone fell in the water. Great, the problem itself was drowned. With a dropped jaw, you turned to him. Yan, Taehyung, you looked back at your faint phone that was now sitting at the depth. He pulled you up with your hand. Why were you in the water when the weather is freezing cold? Chan, my phone. You just worried about that. Let's go inside. But you snatched your hand. I don't want to. What's the problem, Jan? You just stared. He again took your hand in his grip. You pulled, but he didn't let go. He left your hand after taking you inside the room. You looked at it and there were red marks. He shut the door and came near you. Ta, what's gotten into your mind? Are you now following that Jimin? He was careful with his volume as he didn't want to scare you. Jan, you are an animal. Ta, what? His attention went to your hand and he held it worriedly. Ta, let me see how this. Jan, you did it. Your blue eyes were already teary. His grip wasn't rough, but you were struggling hard. He applied something on it. You didn't hesitate when he sat on a couch and guided you into the I am sorry. His fingertips picked your tears. You sniffed and gave him a complaining look. Does it hurt? You shake your head. He felt the warmness he was missing when you put your hand at his shoulder. I wanted to tell you about this contract, but I really want our relation to be true. His hand was going through your hairs while you were playing with his shirt's buttons. I really love you, Jan. Please trust me and let's not consider this marriage just a contract. I am sincere. Can you too? Jan, what if you leave me? He felt his neck and he imagined the pout that you usually make. I will never leave you. How can I when I can't spend a night without you? Do you have any idea how much I was hurt last night? Ian, why? Da, because you left me alone because of that Jimin. You even went out with him. You instantly looked at him. Ian, who told you? You looked scared. He locked you in his arms when you tried to move away. Da, why you didn't tell me? You mumbled that was inaudible. He sighed when your eyes threatened to drop tears. Yeah, you hit light and now you are crying. Jan, he is my friend. Okay, but it's dangerous to go out just like that. Always take some guards with you. I am just worried about your safety. Jan, you are not mad at me. No. You again took your position and closed your eyes. He was inspired by your style. Like a cat, you were in your comfort zone without any hesitance. That didn't go unnoticed when last night you cuddled him and went out of the room after before he wakes up. Why you call me that? Because you are my princess. What do you think about me? Do you like me? As expected, you didn't answer, but your hand at his shirt's button went lower. Da, you didn't realize it until he held it. Don't start something that you can't finish. You took in his deep voice, and your face was flushed. To he did you tightly him, and he let out a loud laughter. Jimin, hello, Jan. The call was disconnected. He annoyingly threw his phone across the room. Taehyung father, calm down, young man. He was sitting on a rolling chair while Jimin was on the couch. Jimin, I heard Taehyung's voice. He came. Stella, yes, he left office while ago, she muttered, standing with her head low. Jimin, are you telling us now? While yelling, he strode to her and held her. Still, I am sorry, sir. His hold wasn't firm at all. Let go. We have things to discuss. Jimin left her and she coughed to get air. Jimin, I am going to Yan. Who knows what that man would do? Stay. He will not hurt her. Jimin, I cannot stay. The young father. He is mad for her, just like you. He will not let her go just like that. Moreover, Jan seems to like him. Jimin, she is just innocent. How? If he forced himself on her, she will. Jimin, no way, never. He cannot touch her. His eyes were burning fire. The young father, then you do it and make him hate her. To be continued. I really feel happiness when you people comment and share your thoughts. Always stay safe and healthy. Love you, Army.